Welcome back to the Dynasty Football Maniacs. Starting off a little wild and crazy here right now. Um, so we've covered the rankings of the defensive players, and we got them all released out. And I'm fixing. You got guys just seen the first draft video we did, and now we got another surprise for you. We created a Bestball league, and this is just a competition between me, Austin, another guy, and then we have a dummy league, and we'll call it the auto draft team, and see how the auto draft team compares to us drafting team. It's four man best ball. It means we don't have to manage the teams. We just got to draft on a sleeper app. We copied over our same scoring system as we had in our other dynasty leagues. So we made this interesting. Instead of just doing the basic offense and a defense, we went ahead and added individual defensive players, one position each, one linebacker, one defensive back, and one DL with the IDP flex. That's four defensive players. And then instead of having a super flex quarterback, we have a flex for a wide receiver, tight end, and then two regular flex, wide receiver, tight end, running back. Then two wide receivers, two running backs, quarterback, and a kicker, which is not normally in best ball, but why not? It's not going to hurt nothing. We're having fun. So give the love to the kickers. I love the kickers. Let's keep them in there. So we threw them in there. And so that gives us a roster of about 44 guys that we got to play. In the NFL team, you do 53. So four teams, we should get pretty good draft capital here. We have a 30 bench, but we also have a limit. So we didn't got to get crazy with it. So you can't over get it. You got to stay within the limit of the roster. And basically, we're allowing you could draft up to four quarterbacks, 8 running backs, 12 wide receivers, 9 tight ends, 2 kickers, and then 5 for each defensive position. So your total roster is 50. And the way best ball works is you don't have to manage the team. It manages itself. Once you draft this team, there is no trading. There is no waiver wire. Player goes down, next man up, and it takes the highest score for that week and puts it in that position for you. So that's the nice thing about best ball. But we're going to track it throughout the season and talk about it on our show. And we know who the champion will most likely be. I won't name no names right now, but I'm sure he's wearing a green shirt. And we're going to go from there.
Yeah, Dummy 101 is wearing a green shirt, so I mean he's auto drafted, and so he might take it.
Oh.
Oh, were you
Oh,
talking about? Were you talking about you? I'm
yeah, I
sorry.
was talking about, Meatloaf, the man. Oh, that's
Poor
that's
guy.
one of my
Poor
fantasy
guy.
names. Meatloaf. I
Poor
won't
guy.
say the other one.
So delusional.
Yeah, the tallywhackers,
The
anuses.
so quick question before we do start the best ball draft.
Okay.
Keep trade cut.
All right, keep Catron. I'm ready.
Gus Edwards, Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones. Keep trade cut.
Austin Eckler, Gus Edwards,
And Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. You know, I'll give you the cut first. I'm gonna go ahead and cut Gus Edwards.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think with the running back crew down there, yes, he's good. He dominated the Ravens, but when the other player wasn't hurt, he didn't dominate. So it all depends on J.K. Dobbins. If he goes down, then you'd see that change. But if he doesn't go down, I think they'll lead with him, just like they did at the Ravens. But J.K. has a high probability of going down. So I hate to say that too, but there's that chance. But I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to cut Gus, trade Eckler, and keep Aaron Jones.
You see, sometimes we do can agree on stuff because I that was literally the way I was gonna put it.
Yeah.
But I heard that question the other day, and I really wanted to hear your opinion about it because them three, in any sort of sense, could have the potential of being at least relevant for fantasy in some sort of way.
Yeah. All
I'm glad.
right.
I'm glad you agree.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too, because I mean, Aaron Jones is probably the only one that's really going to benefit this year. I
Well, I
think.
mean, Gus. I think the only way he really would benefit is if Jim and Greg Roman would like to use him in the red zone and the touchdowns rack up. But other than that, I think that would be the only way Gus would even have a potential chance of being kind of relevant.
That's going to be definitely interesting this season. I'm getting so pumped about the season. I'm telling you, ready for it to start. So let's go ahead and get this best ball draft out of the way. We got 2-minute rounds. We're doing this on the sleeper app. Dummy 101 is going to auto draft. We invited someone else to join, but he has not joined, so he might end up auto drafted too. So
That's okay.
that means Austin's picking at the 1-2, and I'm picking at the 1-4. Now this does swap up. I did put the third reverse in there, so in the third round, the order swaps. But
Okay.
here we go. We're gonna start this bad boy. It's 2 minutes around. Uh, gives you a little bit of time to think. Once the auto draft starts for him, it'll stay auto draft. It won't count down the whole 2 minutes. I could probably go in there and go ahead and kick it over to auto draft.
You could.
I have to sign in. That's fine. We
Oh
could.
no, just wait. We
Yeah, I
can
didn't.
just wait it out
Yeah, I didn't sign into that account.
as I ponder what my selection will be.
Oh yeah. So definitely interesting because the looking at the ADP, the top four they got for sleeper is Josh Allen's, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, and Christian McCaffrey. Is the
Hmm.
ranks. CeeDee Lamb is in his own little tier as 5. And then I am surprised they threw CJ Stroud up above Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Lamar Jackson, which I believe he's in that group, but I don't know if he's honestly ahead of them yet. I would have right. I love my CJ Stroud. Don't get me wrong, but I'd probably rank him more down below Lamar Jackson.
Well,
Just my opinion.
best balls rankings is a little different than how it would be in redraft or dynasty.
Yeah,
So, I mean, honestly, I could possibly see that being like that, but it'd be very interesting.
you know what would be even more interesting is I could drop this into the grader on one of them sites that we got a subscription to just to see what it would look like.
Yeah.
Things are helpful. Not to advertise anybody, but there's several sites out there you guys can get subscriptions to that are pretty good. And I'm gonna name a couple. PFF is a decent site. Fantasy Pros is a really good site. I said, come on. But if you guys ever go out there, some of them things will help you out. So Josh
Hmm.
Allen went off the board at the 101.
All right. So now that's my first pick, and I've been debating. I've been going back and forth.
So what's your strategy on quarterbacks? So you usually go 3 or 2.
Honestly, I'll actually wait a little bit longer than three because there's really good talent that's around in the third round. I mean, obviously we're doing four, but if we're doing a regular best ball,
Uh-huh.
there's still some decent players on the quarterback situation. Now, obviously, is outliers that I would potentially possibly get, but I'd have to look at where the quarterback is and what round I am, and I got to look around where the quarterback is on 3 spots ahead and 3 spots behind and be like, do I really want to give up these people that are around this quarterback? Because when you get that quarterback, then other people are not going to be around the next time you come around. So you really have to be certain that you really want that quarterback over these over the talent of who's around the quarterback. So
That is true.
with that being said, I I think it's going to be another good year. It's going to have another good year because of their strength of schedule, especially the wide receiver schedule is kind of in the middle for this team. So I'm going to have to go with CeeDee Lamb.
And you just broke my heart.
What?
I could come through that screen right now, but I will bite my tongue. So this
The three.
thieving person on the other side of me decided to go with a 5 pick down below, and I could have got him in the 4th pick, and I was really gonna pick him at the 4th pick.
But
And
see,
picked him at the 1-2. Now I want to swap orders.
but see, the reason why I picked them because if you look at the strength of schedule for wide receivers, they are literally Dallas this year is ranked number one in receiving schedule for wide receivers this year. So that's the reason why I went with CeeDee Lamb out of Christian McCaffrey because we know Dallas is going to sling the ball and they're going to hyper target CeeDee Lamb, and with the schedule that CeeDee Lamb is going to have this year, it's just going to be amazing. So that's the reason why I had to go with CeeDee Lamb.
All right, I could go with that. So that changed my whole strategy. So I know what I'm getting
I
next.
thought, say, I looked at the stars and I thought, oh, wait, no, are those your stars or my stars? Because I see stars on Jalen Hurts and Jamar Chase. So did you star them too?
No, I did not.
Oh, I must have starred them then. Well,
Yeah,
that
you
was for
wouldn't see
future.
my stars.
I was hoping I was getting a little secret.
No.
All right. I think I know where you're going to go with this one.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is definitely going to go to Sheridan's team. Uh, I really like the next two. I really do, but I don't see me doing Justin Jefferson or Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, okay.
I am going to go.
You going with CJ? Are we
I
going with
am going
CJ?
with CJ Stroud,
I
and
knew it. I knew
and
it.
and I am going to take a big gamble. A big
Oh,
gamble.
okay. What's your
I'm
big
going to take
gamble?
Marvin Harris.
Oh, that's a really big gamble.
Yep, and I just threw Justin Jefferson's to Sheridan's team.
Okay. Well, you really made this easy for me. I really love what you did because
I gave you Christian McCaffrey.
I seriously thought that he was gonna get taken, but no. You get Marvin Harrison, an unproven talent that everyone's already deeming a Hall of Famer, which is understandable. Um, and then we got probably an actual future Hall of Famer, Justin Jefferson, that went to Chief Prima Donna. So you know what? I got a really good wide receiver. So why not get a really good running back? So I'm gonna get my guy,
You go ahead and get your
Christian
guy.
McCaffrey.
And Jamal Chase just went off the board, and now it's back to you.
Oh,
So,
we got a Mar St. Brown's.
and
Ooh.
he got Jamar Chase and St. Brown.
Oh, okay,
Oh my!
okay.
And Josh Allen as his quarterback. So Dummy 101's really
All right.
doing good.
So now this is where I have to choose on which way I want to go about this.
Yeah, you need to choose wisely. You can
You
leave me
know,
them quarterbacks.
I could go quarterback. I really could.
I have a feeling you're not, and it's really going
But
to hurt my feelings because
but I won't. I'm not going. I'm not going quarterback.
I know you're going to pick the guy I'm going to pick.
No, I
Yes,
know
you
who
are.
you. I know who you want.
All right.
I know who you want, and I'm gonna let you have him because I'm gonna get the fastest man in the NFL, Tyreek Hill.
Oh, thank God.
See,
Woo.
now you can go get Bijan.
Oh, you knew I was going for Bijan.
I knew what you wanted. I knew what you wanted. So I gave you a gift. You're welcome. Because you gave me a gift with Christian McCaffrey. It was only fair.
And I also got Barkley.
Oh, you went Barkley and Gibbs went off the board.
Uh-huh. But you still
All
got the
right.
number 2 from last year on the board.
Oh, yeah, I do. I do.
ETN's still out there. And I know Jonathan Taylor's ranked ahead of him because Jonathan Taylor's good when he wants to play. But
Right.
that contract stuff is hopefully over with. So hopefully we'll see some excitement.
All right. So this is probably gonna be crazy. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
What you gonna do?
Y'all got quarterbacks, so it's my turn to get a quarterback. I'm going
Ooh,
Jalen Hurts. So
ooh,
Puka Nakua came off.
yep.
So now it's my turn. And you know what? I see looking at you, I see you need somebody pretty good, which you can probably get somebody pretty good here in a minute. But I already got two wide receivers. I need a running back. But with the ADP at where it's at and what I'm looking at, I don't know if I'm going to actually do any of that. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draft. I'm gonna take the stack. I'm gonna take the stack and get AJ Brown.
Ooh. You know what I'm gonna do? I am
Tell me
gonna
what you're gonna
grab
do.
I am gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna
Do it.
go ahead and seal my quarterbacks
Oh,
early in the round. I'm gonna go ahead
oh,
and
you
get
get
Lamar, and I am gonna get a
uh,
gamble Anthony Richardson because I have a feeling he's gonna be a higher upside than the
oh,
others.
okay. Okay. Oh,
Now I have done finished that, and I am curious what dummy 101 so dummy 101 should. Oh, it's your pick.
yep, it's my pick. And let's see. All right. So I'm about to really solidify something if I can do it. Because I know you got limits on this. So
Well, I mean,
we're about to find out. Booyah.
woo, loading them bad boys up. Now you went to
Hmm.
the dummy league with Karen Williams as running back. You got Garrett Wilson. Oh wow, I'm looking at your team now. Ooh, look at that wide receiver core. Oh, that is
Yes.
ugly.
Yes.
Oh, I need to do something
It
quick.
looks beautiful to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Ugly.
I mean, for me, it's ugly. For you,
Uh,
it's like I don't know. How do you describe that beauty? Oh my god.
see, that's the secret, Captain. You don't. All right. So let's see. You know what? I think
Have you even got a
let me-
quarterback? One quarterback.
I got one quarterback right now.
Oh wow. You're okay. Well, I mean, this is 4 deep. I mean, I did grab my quarterbacks a little early.
Right.
I mean, don't know how early you could have grabbed them.
Well, I probably would have had to go. Well, there's still some good quarterbacks on the board right now.
Yeah, I cannot believe they have DJ Moore ranked 38, but I guess it was only one year he was
You
top
know what?
six.
You know what? I'm gonna do something crazy.
Ooh, wow. All right. So, hmm. Let's see what I got as wide receivers. Um, I'm just gonna get crazy with it because I'm different.
Do
I'm gonna
it.
take Trey McBride and Dalton Kincaid as the tight ends.
That's a good one. So you got two tight ends and you got Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
So
I was originally going to get ETN, but he went off to the auto draft. So, and Sam
Right.
Laporta was already off the board,
I'm gonna do
5-3.
this.
I'm definitely going to have to start pulling in some wide receivers. That group is not there much more.
All right. So now what I'm gonna do is
I will be gambling. So I'm going to go ahead, since I got 2 picks. I'm going to go with reliable Pittman. I'm also going to pick up DJ Moore. And then I'm going to start looking down at some of the other rookies maybe later. So my team's starting to look a little different. Still need to get some wide receivers. Ooh, you got a loaded wide receiver core. My running back core looks a little bit solider. I don't know. You got a pretty good one yourself. Jonathan Taylor and Karen Whitley. Oh no, that's dummy 101.
no.
You got McCaffrey and A-Chain.
Yeah, but I'm about to change that. I'm about to make it even better.
Ooh, that was a good pick. And would you believe Max Crosby just went off the board and Mark Parson went off the board?
Oh my God! Wow, that's
10-2.
That's a lot earlier than I expected.
I did too. I was expecting more. Sometimes it's always good to keep on that all button. The defense coming off of the 10th round. Wow. I did not see that coming. And
Right.
see, the reason why I didn't see it coming is because all these quarterbacks still left on the board. And I'm going to go ahead and solidify and grab another. Well, I said I was.
You're not doing nothing, sir.
Oh, I am not. It's your pick.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Yeah,
Oh,
you are not doing nothing, sir.
oh my God. Oh, that was bad. I don't know what I just did there. I clicked on something. All right, there we go.
Let's see. You know what? I really like this guy. I'm going to pick this guy. I really like him. I'm going Rashad
Shad
White.
White. And Raquan Smith, linebacker, just went off the board. Man, Sheridan's getting a decent team for auto draft.
Seriously.
I don't know what our competition's going to be like. Let's see here. I'm not big on Jaden Waddle. I am going to grab Kenneth Walker. And I am going to take. I have a better feeling of DK Metcalf. TJ Watt just went off the board. Oh my God. I guess it's time. If I want a linebacker, I need to pick it up.
Yeah. But
Hold on 1 second.
let's see. You know what? I am going to do this.
Ooh, you're just going to go ahead and another defensive person, 2 defensive persons just went off the board after you did that on auto draft.
Yeah.
I am not seeing this. I don't understand. So I hit all, and I guess because I still see quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's lower on us than it is for them, apparently.
Because they're drafting by position.
Yep.
Yeah, so that makes sense. They're going to fill up all the roster spots and then start going back. I get you.
Yep. Which that's fine. Let them.
Yeah.
That's more pickings for me. All right.
That's fine.
I think I'm gonna pull. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger.
And get a defensive player?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. I haven't done this yet, so I need to get.
Ooh, Mark and Nick Bosa just went off, but that's not scaring me because I'm gonna go ahead and get Stephon Diggs, and I'm also gonna pick up Derrick Henry, and I'll just build up that offensive dream.
Let's see.
Whose pick is it? Yours?
That's mine.
Tight ends. Still some good tight ends out there.
Yeah, there sure is. You know what? I really like this situation that's going on down here, so I'm gonna do. All right, so Jalen Waddle went off the board.
Mm. Jaden Waddle just left the board.
Yep, Jalen Waddle left the board, and I picked Mike Evans.
Oh man, that doesn't leave me much to desire.
Well, let me look at your receivers: Marvin Harrison, Michael
Man,
Pittman, DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs. That's a pretty decent one.
yeah, but I want to add some more power to it, so I'm throwing it up in the air. Um, I'm curious what Xavier Worthy's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little late, but I'm going to go ahead and throw him on my board. I think it's a little early. That's what I meant.
Wow, that's
And then,
really early.
and then I'm going to go ahead and get Brock Bowers.
Ah, I got you.
I want to go ahead and build up these wide receiver tight ends.
All right. Well, since we're talking about wide receiver tight ends,
Because think about it, they
I'm
could
gonna do the
play in
same.
any of the flex. Ooh, James Cook, Swift, and Jones all went to the dummy league.
Mm,
Mm, Kyle Pitts. Ooh. I see another two good. There's more
uh-oh.
tight ends than wide receivers I would want. There is still actually good running backs out there. My God. But then it's only 4 teams drafting. So it's like,
Yeah, it's only 4 teams.
yeah, we're gonna fill up these draft positions
That's
with
a
some
good thing.
stars.
That's a good thing. This will be make it really interesting.
Yeah, because I just seen
All right. I think I know what I want to get.
I don't have more oh, I was about to say you thought you picked Roma Tuesday. I was like,
No,
I
that ain't
was like,
that wasn't me. I picked
yeah.
George Pickens.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get. See, he's injury prone, and I'm scared of him. But man,
When he's not injury prone, though.
uh,
I know who you looking at.
Mod Stevens. I can come back to that. There's some running backs I want to get. So I am going to go with Najee Harris. I'm also going to go with Alvin Kamara. And I'm going to get some veterans on there because I still believe he's still got some juice left in him.
Okay.
And I went ahead and passed on Ramon Stevens because I'm really not sure about New England's line, just in
Right.
general.
I got you.
And I mean, I am filling up on running backs, which,
And you did put roster limits on here, right?
yep. There's
Good.
a
That way,
limit for running backs is 8.
okay. That's good.
So you could
'Cause
get
I'm
4
about to,
quarterbacks, 12
I'm,
wide receivers, and 9 tight ends.
I'm going to do this then.
Ooh. That's a good pick from Washington.
All right. So then I'm going to do this. I'm going to get another stack, baby.
Ooh. Ramon Stevens just went off. Garrett went off.
I got
Uh,
2 stacks. Stacks. To people who don't know why I keep reeling stacks. Stacks are really can be really good in under best ball leagues.
so I'm gonna go ahead and get some defensive players. I'm gonna get Will Anderson,
Ah, somebody done got chicken and started tailing on the
and I'm gonna get Zaire
defense.
Franklin. Start lining up them linebackers.
All right. I want to play these games. Yeah, I want to play these games. So I
Yeah.
ain't gonna do this then.
Ooh. TJ Edwards went quick. Linebackers are just flying off the board. That's why I went and got me some.
Yep, I'm about to do the same thing again too.
DLs, nothing really there to say, oh, I need you.
I'm getting this.
See, the linebackers are just coming off the board. It's a limit for 5, so you can't get no. I'm gonna get Nick Bolton. And I think this will limit me out on my linebackers. I got 2 more. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get defensive back. Derwin James. Ooh, you got Patrick Queen. I was thinking about grabbing him. He was like a debate.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is tough. Linebackers are starting to dwindle away. You got Monte Sweat ranked higher than Christian Wilkins. I don't know. I mean, Christian Wilkins is who I'm gonna go with, and I'm gonna go up here and get a tight end. I'm gonna go ahead and get TJ Hawkinson.
I'm gonna play a little funny game.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 linebackers. You should be able to get another linebacker.
Nope, I can't get a linebacker.
Yeah, I have a limit on it for 5.
Yep,
That was the
because
end.
Dallas Turner had defensive line and linebacker, so
Keep in mind, we still got to get. We're filling up these bench spots, and we still like if you go with all the limits, you could run out of room for kickers and everything else too. So
fuck that.
yeah, don't want you to get a big fat 0, but that's fine if you do because I'm gonna pick. Ooh, why did that just happen? Man, I'm just scared of him, but he's good. They're only projected him 168. Didn't he score more than that last year? Oh, that's ADP. 247 is what they're projecting him.
Mm-hmm.
Quincy Williams. Do I want Quincy Williams or do I want Alex Singleton? I'm going to take Alex Singleton. And I should be, yeah, I think I got one more linebacker I could get and then I'm done. There's 3 up there, 1 right there. But I'm not going to go linebacker. I'm going to go.
This guy's pretty good. I want to get him.
I'm going to get Jalen Petrie for Houston.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna get this guy then. And then since you want to yammer on about the kickers, and that way I don't have to worry about this anymore.
There you go. And I'm gonna get my men. I'm gonna get Evan. What is his bye week? 12. And I will get Koo's bye week is 12 too. So I will get Harris Butler, Kansas City. They kick a lot of field goals. I only put like a 2 limit on kickers, I think. You can only get 2 kickers.
I'm gonna get this guy that I love that he plays for our team.
Ooh.
Now I ain't gotta worry about the kickers.
I'm gonna go ahead. I think I almost topped out my running backs, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and top them out.
You gonna wait till it's your turn?
I know, but I'm counting how many I got. 1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
fine.
5, 6.
I really like this. I'm gonna get this guy.
So this will end my running backs. So I think I'm gonna gamble on one. I'm gonna take Zamir White as a gamble. And my other one, I'm gonna take. I'm scared to take him because he suffered that injury, but I heard he's back. And he was such a good running back before he got hurt. So it's like, I honestly, since I got 8 running backs, why not?
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna bring
pick him.
Nick Chubbs to my team. Oh man, I don't know. It's probably not gonna hurt me.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Why did it sit there and do that? Oh, it's not letting me get them.
You done reached your limit.
I don't reach my limit. I must have miscounted. All right, I gotta hurry up and go over here. Wide receivers in. Ooh, we'll go ahead and get Keenan Allen. Get the other one from Chicago. See which one does it. I got DJ Moore. I don't have a Roma Tuesday. Didn't want to get a 3-stack.
So
I guess I didn't have the third reverse set up. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't.
you're good.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
let's
actually
see.
impressed with the dummy leagues. I mean, well, not both of them are dummy leagues. One is Sheridan, but he is auto drafting.
He had a pretty good year last year, and I think his trajectory is gonna go high. So I'm gonna pick him. If okay, yeah, I am going to go. Should I take a chance? No, I'm gonna play it safe. And then why not just add to my wonderful wide receiver room? And I'm gonna get a guy who I believe a lot of people haven't underrated. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mark Cooper.
Oh, wait. I'm going to go back to DLs. So I ain't got too many DLs. I'm going to pick up, Trevian Walker and Jarrett Verse. That's a gamble. It's only one position. I don't need no more than 3 DLs. I'm not getting nothing else on DLs. It's more, I need to get another DB and running backs I'm done maxed out on. Quarterbacks I could still get something. I still got a few roster spots to go
I,
still.
I'm taking a chance on this guy. I really like this guy. Never mind, I done maxed out that position.
What is that? Wide receiver?
Yeah.
You got 12 wide receivers.
I love
I,
me some wide receivers.
yes, you do. You got a set. So that just
Oh,
tells me I can load up on wide receivers safely now.
you can for right now. You can for the rest of my. I don't know about the dummy leagues, but can I do it? Yes.
Dummy leagues are taking kickers now.
I'm taking a chance on him. I'm taking a chance on him. And that should be all of my running backs because I got 5. So, how many tight ends did you limit this to?
9.
9?
Yeah, because you got to think about it. You have a
God.
tight end spot, a wide receiver tight end flex, and you could also play 2 tight ends in a wide receiver tight end and running back flex.
Jesus Christ, brother.
I figured it'd be nicer to give you more tight ends than wide receivers, make it more of a challenge. Because you
Man,
got to think about it. Some of
ain't
these
nobody
tight
ain't
ends are like
nobody
wide
want no
receivers now. I
ain't
mean, they're,
nobody want no tight ends.
oh, I want some tight ends. There's still some good tight ends out there I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
yeah, I know. Wham, 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 blah, blah, blah. All right. Since you're speaking sweet, sweet nothings about tight ends, why don't I just go over in that area?
Let's see what tight end you're going to pull from the scheme. And it better not be neither of the 2 that I'm looking at.
I doubt it's going to be that.
If you pick my 2 guys, I'm going to be very hurt at this point
You
in
know
time.
what? Let's just make my stack a triple stack, shall we?
You're going to pick Jake Ferguson. So I'm going to get Cole Met and Dalton Schultz.
Okay.
And now I'm going to go and see how many tight ends I have. And last time I counted this out, I really didn't count right. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I am going with David Njoku.
That's back to you. I can't get no more running backs. I'm topped out on running backs, so don't even need to look at that.
There we go.
Well, I'm going to start filling up some wide receivers because I am low on wide receivers and they're going off the board. So I'm going to
Rank
take
in.
Christian Kirk, Jacksonville, because he has boom times. Brian Thompson, also from Jacksonville. I just have a feeling they're going to be competing for the wide receiver one room. And I honestly believe Brian Thompson Jr. will probably end up winning it.
Right. I can see that.
And then I see my next two wide receivers that I'm going to grab. So I'm going to go with JSN, another Ohio State guy.
Of course.
And then I'm going to go with Hollywood Brown.
Oh, well, taking a chance, huh?
Oh, no, I'm not. I guess I had 12 wide receivers.
Yeah, Ralph, you have 12 wide receivers.
Hey, I can't get no. I don't know why. Well, then I'm going to go with Javiton Sanders for Carolina, the rookie.
Okay.
He is the starting tight end for Carolina Panthers. So let's see how that turns out.
Right.
Oh my God, I can't believe. Are we almost that full? Are we almost that done? Yeah, I guess so. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more spots to go. Well, we just zoomed right through this. Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to build up my defense then, since.
Yeah, well,
All right, I'm gonna pick you.
yeah, I need to get some defense players too.
And I'm gonna pick you.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some defensive backs. I'm gonna pick up my man from UT, rookie, Quinion Mitchell. And I'm also gonna pick up Bubba Baker from Arizona. And I'm gonna leave Cooper DeJong out there for you.
Well, thank you.
But that's gonna pretty much solidify. I don't think I'll be able to grab another defensive back now. I think that was 5 right there. Oh man, this is really not good for me because I've done picked too many people.
I'm gonna get him.
Oh, so I'm back on me. And I'm gonna go tight end. And none of these guys are going to. Darren Waller's fixing to retire. I'm not even going to bother with that. So what I'm going to do is get another quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and go 4-stack quarterback. And I am going to put a high scorer. It could be a high scorer, Kyle Murray, in the mix. So that gives them 4 quarterbacks to pick for me. So DLs is the only position I really weak on. So I guess I got 3 more spots to draft. There's nothing in tight ends I want. I'm full on quarterbacks, full on running backs, and pretty full on tight ends. But what's left out there, I don't want them. So, I mean, any of them at this point would be good. I mean, but I'm going to go ahead and grab some more defensive players because you have 4 spots, 1 for each position in a flex. So you want the highest scorer. So you get a better potential the more you pick. You thinking on that, ain't you? Oh, it's my pick.
Yeah, it's your pick.
I'm sitting here talking. I am going to pick Jalen Carter, defensive line.
And now it's my pick.
I wonder if I could get him if he's listed for both positions. I don't know.
I tried on one, and when one of them was full, it wouldn't let me.
Oh,
But you can give it a shot.
yeah, they probably not let me either. I'll find out in a minute. I couldn't even believe he's still on the board. I totally missed him. Did you believe Jonathan Greener's still out there? Joey Boza still out there?
Well, they're pretty low on ADP.
Yeah, they are. Well, I think a lot of people
We'll
are
take a chance.
scared. Yeah. Oh, well, Dummy finally got one that's fixing to retire. Waller won't be there for him next year. Oh, you got Latu. Hey, you're high on him.
I am going to get this guy right here. Nope, no, I won't, because I'm apparently full in that position.
I'm full on DBs, LBs.
I'm full on DBs. I'm full on LBs. I'm going to see if I can get a defensive lineman, I guess.
How many
See,
quarterbacks did you get?
I got 4. Or Yeah, I got 4.
You have to be low on something because I
I
still get.
am. I am. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can get 2 more tight ends, but I don't try not to.
Yeah, I would try to fill out all the rest, higher score potentials.
You know what? I'm going to get it.
This is best ball, so they're going to pick the highest score for you. Ooh, that's a good DL guy. Okay, let me see if this is going to let me pick a split position. And I like, oh, it did. It let me pick Jonathan Greenert as a DL,
Hmm,
but they only list him as a DL. They don't have him listed as a linebacker. So I bet what will happen is they won't put him in a linebacker position through the whole year. He'll only play DL.
probably.
Oh, I got another pick.
There you do. You got one more. It's your last one. Tight end, tight end, tight end, tight
Tight end
end.
love is what I'm gonna get, ain't it? Oh no,
Hmm.
I had one more room for DL.
Oh,
Oh my god, I hit Chuck Robinson.
yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
Is that who you wanted?
No, I meant to click the guy below him, but that's
Oh,
okay. It happens. I didn't think it was going to take it anyways, but maybe Chuck Robinson might be the highest scorer for me. Look at that. I sat there and mocked him the whole time, and I ended up with him on my best ball team.
look at you now.
Look at me now. So now we're finishing off the draft, and there we
There we go.
go. Whoa. So let's look at these teams. Oh my God. Let me drop this down here. Wow. Just kind of running through the names here. Boy, you are stacked. Well, we're all stacked, really. You got a pretty decent quarterback room. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love. Who did you else get?
No, no,
Dak
not even
Prescott.
really stacked. Yep.
And you know,
Here, let me I can name off my roster for you for
well, if you
everyone to do a recap.
well, let's do a recap. You go ahead and name yours, and then I'll name mine.
All right, so all right, so I obviously first went with C.D. Lamb. Then I picked up Christian McCaffrey. Then I went Tyreek Hill, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Devon Achan, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Isaiah Pacheco, Rashid Rashad White, Nico Collins, Mark Andrews, Debo Samuel, Mike Evans, Kyle Pitts, George Pickens, Terry McLaurin, Dak Prescott, Fred Warner, Bobby Akirake. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, but I'm gonna go with Bobby. Patrick Queen, Terrell Bernard, Dallas Turner, Xavier McKinney, Trey Hendrickson, Justin Tucker. I might butcher his name too. Brandon Aubrey. Okay, there we go. That was easy.
Yeah.
Brian Branch, Quinnen Williams, Amari Cooper, Zach Moss, Jake Ferguson, David Njoku, Pat Fryermuth, Dallas Goddard. This one might be hard. Justin Madu Modubuke Book. Go with good old Justin. Then I went with Devon Witherspoon. And then I went Kyle Duggar, Cooper DeJean, Chris Jones, Latu, and then Greg Russo, and then Derek Brown is my last pick.
Yeah. So on my picks, I went with my man, the greatness, CJ Stroud, my first pick. Then I followed it up. Now we're going to start to think that this is favoritism. I followed it up with Marvin Harris as my
It
second
is.
pick. And then I picked Bijan Robinson as my third. And then I got Barkley with the Eagles as my fourth. Then I doubled up quarterbacks again. I went Lamar Jackson and Anthony Richardson because I believe he's going to have a bang out year this year. And then I pulled in some tight ends. So on the seventh round and eighth round, I picked up Trey McBride and Dalton Kincaid, which I think most of them are kind of like wide receivers, not really tight ends, but they play it, play it well. Pittman, I picked up in the ninth round. In the 10th round was DJ Moore. What surprised me getting off my account was in the 10th round is when we started seeing defensive players start going off. I wasn't expecting that. But after that, in the 11th round, I didn't get scared. I let them defensive players go, and we picked up Kenneth Walker. I got Metcalf, Stephon Diggs. Then I grabbed Derrick Henry, so I'm getting a pretty solid running back rule. And I took a gamble risk. I dropped down a little bit in the ADP, and I picked up Xavier Worthy. I wanted to see, man, we got 12 wide receivers. Why not put him on my bench? I want to see what he's going to do. Another risk I took was Brock Bowers. I don't think he's a risk. I think he's a guaranteed. Yes, he fills the backfield with Mike Myers at Las Vegas, but I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to be the main point of contention. I think that both are going to be receiving the ball. Then in the 17th round and 18th round, still ain't scared, ain't got my defense yet. I went and picked up Najee Harris and Alvin Kamara, kind of finishing off that running back crew. And then I got scared. And I did pick a defensive player before Austin over there. He was bolder than me. But my first defensive player I grabbed was in the 19th round, and that was Will Anderson, linebacker. So I did notice one thing is even though they had them listed as two positions as the draft, when they went to the team, they only name them one position.
Mm-hmm.
So in best ball, when you set your best ball settings, you're not going to have that opportunity to play both sides like you do in a dynasty league. So I'm assuming that because that's what I see. I've never seen that happen in the other league. So it's just showing Will Anderson as a linebacker instead of a DL, and it shows Zaire Franklin as a linebacker and Nick Bolton as a linebacker, which they're more dominant as linebackers than they are DL guys. And then I picked up a defensive back, Didgerin James, and then I got me another DL, Christian Wilkins. And then I went back to a tight end in round 24 and picked up Hawkinson from Minnesota. And then I picked up another defensive guy, Alex Singleton for Denver, good one. And then another defensive back, Jalen Petrie. And then I said, all right, round 27, I seen Austin over there jump for the kicker. I figured I'll go ahead and get my two kickers out of the way. So I got my two kickers. I got McPherson and Butler.
If you wouldn't have said anything about kickers around this round, I wouldn't even pick them.
Yeah, I figured I'd mention it before it got too late in the round and you didn't have room for them. But I guess you would have had to pick them at the end anyways.
I would have.
But then I took a gamble. After Butler, I decided to drop down in the ADP again, and I grabbed in round 29, I grabbed Zamir White. I have a feeling he is going to have a bang year with Las Vegas, so I went with him. I also picked up Keenan Allen, so that means I had a little faith in him. And then I picked up a linebacker, Walker, for Jacksonville. And then I picked up another DL, Jarrett Verse. And then I got me two more tight ends, Clement from Chicago and Schultz from Houston.
I went on a tight end spree.
Yeah, then I went on like a wide receiver spree for Jacksonville. And this is the reason why. I'll give you a reason. I think it's going to be a battle between these two guys for wide receiver one, and that's Christian Kirk and Brian Thomas Jr. One of them guys at the end of the year is going to have they're going to be in the top 10. One of them are going to be in the top 10. I mean, you have Trevor Lawrence. He always has a wide receiver in the top 15. I think this year he's going to get a wide receiver in the top 10. And I think it's going to be one of these guys. JSN, I pretty much just fill in spots. JSN's going to have his good days. He's going to have his bad days. He's still a full field there at Seattle. You still have Terry Lockett. You still have DK Metcalf, and they still are the primary targets. But JSN has been getting a lot more slot catches, so I did pick him up for them good days. And then I took another gamble and rolled the dice with Sanders for tight end at Carolina, rookie year, but he is named tight end one, so I think it was worth it. Also, I had high hopes, and I think Quinion Mitchell will come out the gate at Philadelphia and prove to be a dominant defensive back. So I picked him up along with a backup that is just as good as any defensive backs out there. That's Bubba Baker. When he's not arguing his contract. What a man. Uh that's the thing about football. Sometimes the contracts take away from fantasy. But the next one, I think he's going to have a comeback year. I think this is the year we're going to see Kyle Murray show what everything we always wanted him to see. And hopefully he stays healthy through the whole year and it happens.
Well, last year he came off with an injury last year,
yeah,
and even coming off of an injury last year, he still finished as the 26th quarterback and only been playing like only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like maybe 10 or 11 games, and he still wound up actually being in the top in the 26th quarterback fantasy. That's still crazy.
yeah, it is. So I'm excited. So I think my stack of quarterbacks are pretty good. I'll finish out my listing before we go back and review that. The next one I picked round 42. There was 44 rounds. I picked Jalen Carter as my DL. And then my other DL was Jonathan Greenyard. And I honestly did not mean to pick Chop Robinson, but I ended up getting him. And maybe he is as good as they say he is, and he should have been on my team in the first place. So he's there. But we're not going to review the dummy leagues. They are competing against us, and Sheridan ain't a dummy league. I'm talking about dummy league. He auto draft. We're competing
he's got a pretty good team for an auto draft, though.
Yeah. Well, they both got good quarterbacks. They're back at, let's see. Let's just look at the quarterback stack for Dummy 101. You have Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, you're kidding me, just two quarterbacks?
And I would think he's got Jaden Daniels too. That was the last pick.
Oh, Jaden Daniels. So he picked three quarterbacks. So they only got three. We got four. So Sheridan had Patrick Mahomes, and it's a while before he gets another quarterback,
which is Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams,
and then he grabs Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy at the end. So they went 3-3. It looks like they were evenly. When you look at the draft for the auto draft, it was like, yeah, the wide receiver core for the 101 dummy league is well, both of them are pretty impressive. I mean, just the running back crew for Sheridan, you've got Jamar Gibbs, ETN, and Josh Jacobs. Defenses look good, but either way, it's going to be an exciting season for Bestball and see who has the bragging rights at the end of the season. But that was fun. What did you think about that whole draft?
I like the draft.
Yeah.
I think my favorite position I drafted out of them so far is my wide receiver core, though.
Yeah. So we did a show. One show was just me with redraft, and then we got this one out with the Bestball draft. And now me and Austin next weekend will be doing a Dynasty startup draft with a new league that it's a 3-stack team. What it is each one of us controls 3 teams, and we can't trade among each other, but we could trade among our 3 teams. It's a crazy little setting. It's 4 guys playing. We're just trying to come up with new ways to play fantasy football at a different level. So, I mean, there's so many different kind of leagues out there. I play in a Guillotine League, and that's on Yahoo, where you have 18 teams drafted, and the last team standing wins. And then we play in a Vampire League, which is a little weird how that works. I mean, the rules are different. In one episode, we'll have to cover all these different leagues and settings and give you guys ideas. And I mean, you could Google some of these ideas. There's videos out on vampire leagues. There's videos out on guillotine leagues, and we'll give our little touch too, so you guys can see how we're doing. And we got this stack league going on, which is new, and we're going to put out that too, so we can show people how we're doing that. And I might have another double stack team coming out, but I'm still working on that whole bunch, putting it together. So it's some exciting stuff. So look forward to the next draft will be a startup draft. So you guys can experience that and see how the ADP works. And that ADP fluctuates through the OTAs and spring training. And as injuries happen, people retire, people change positions, right? So, but the draft results are in, and that's what we got. So guys, if you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe, keep watching us. And what is that you always say?
Make sure you share because sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.